So +1 movement, morale, combat factor. It has to be a GSFG. Sucks. I don't even know what they were, but I wish I'd have retained that card. Is it an army? Is it the army? Group of Soviet forces, Germany. I guess 6th Army? I don't know. I guess play it onto that stack then. At least they can get to the front a little bit easier. Makes sense, I guess. Mean engagement. MP, but -1 CF. Maybe over here, not be a bad idea. Oh, I do have this reserve army that I'm going to actually move this time. Like, these guys have been used as reserves, so I'm going to have them utilized. Probably have them set down here, really. But we'll see. You can either reinforce success or you can reinforce stalemate or failure, really. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Something like that. In fairness, that could be good on that stack to give it even more mobility. So I guess we'll play that card. I'll play it on these guys because then they gain additional... I think here, like, I should be able to beat these guys. And then that gives me more movement here. In fairness, I could play it here and capture more of this territory, but it's not actually territory capture for any reason, so not very good. So I'll go with that, in fact. Alright, now we're in ground movement proper. Okay. Yeah, so their stats are a little bit worse here, but they have more mobility. Because it's like you see here, it costs me quite a bit to move over here, and I'd like to have to... Actually, it only costs me 2, but you know, still. Means I can get over there. It's going to take some time to do. It's going to take some time. Alright, let's see. These guys great, you can just move in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy here to... That's 0.5 there. Let's go for the 0.5. What I'm going to go ahead and do then is get these guys in here, cause problems. Like, these guys... Okay. That's a very... that's a very interesting thing here, because, like... How much damage does he actually do? Not really any damage. But it is giving me information right now, so I know it's got this stack here. But I could cross over here, and it I don't know, it's one of those of where he just moves a unit, it recaptures it, so like, what am I actually doing here? But it could be interesting to try and get into positions where it's really difficult for him to root me out. Or like try and seize airfields, that sort of thing. But like, I know that he has forces here, but he may not have forces. I think he may have forces here, but maybe not here. And maybe that could help supply-wise. Maybe that could like just mean, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how it was regarding the supply phase, but who knows. But I've got to be super careful. But I could maybe do it to try and win some victory points here, in fairness. These units are not without value, but I've got to remember that. This one's a little bit weakened. Can I get back? I don't think so. It does beg the question that if he's not guarding these positions, it's a pretty good thing for me to gain some victory points. And it does force him then to think, okay, I can't just sit on these roads, I have to really make sure I've got proper security. Which is something that I'm trying to do, where I'm trying to make sure that I have the front covered, so there's no gaps, while he has gaps in his front line. Okay. I think that's a good thing to do. It doesn't cost us all that much. I mean, these are great units, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't cost me all that much. 0.2, so I can cross here, and that's still 2. Like, he may have units in these airfields that are vulnerable. I don't think he does, but who knows, maybe he does. I'm going to try going this way, though. If I go that way, at least there's a chance I can link up over here. So I'd rather choose survival. Like, I'm not going to take these cities, but, you know. And now maybe what I do is I just pull back. Like, this city hasn't fallen. There's a garrison here in the city, so I can't take it. There's a garrison here in this city. But it does mean that I've taken the surrounding area. Now, I don't know how strong this force is, which is the interesting thing. I don't know what that means. Maybe that means no supply? I'm not sure. $24. I'm kind of thinking that if I throw an offensive here, but it's really not my favourite because I don't have anything sport in it, that's the problem. I was just thinking that maybe I could like have it, if I won the battle and it retreated, it may not have anywhere to go if I surrounded it, and it could be like a stack wipe. And this has not inflicted anything, because he's not lost a city, he just lost a region. But I'm hoping it might make his supply lines a little bit tougher. I'm kind of looking to see if I can hit any airfields, honestly. If I could find some, that'd be great, but I don't want to lose units here. And I've gone deep here, so there's a price to be paid. I may want to go here, and then at least I can actually have units stacked up. And there's supply that can potentially come across here. Alright, I'll go that way, and then at least I can capture that territory. Who knows, maybe it is worth trying to engage there. I don't know what kind of air power he's got there, but it might be just air power. Maybe I can put together a strong enough force to break him here. It's a big maybe, but there is the roads here, so I could bring units to bear. I don't know, maybe, because there's really not much here, like other than that, and if they're unable to retreat, I don't know, maybe it's worth going for it, maybe it's worth going for it. It's something that I have to think about, maybe you guys can let me know about that one. But it is something where I've been at least able to take advantage of the fact that it doesn't have much here. So who knows what this might do. Technically I've got supply in those areas now, but I need to double check what this means, but maybe this means he doesn't have supply. He'll have supply in his units, but maybe it means that he wouldn't have supply in long term. Who knows? But maybe I could stack things in such a way as to win here, but I don't think he has an army here. An army command, I should say. So it's an interesting one. Alright, let's see. I've got these air mobiles over here, like these guys have got 10 movement. Which does beg the question, like I could in theory actually move them over here. But I'm going to use them maybe to secure this area. Ah, that's an interesting question. Let's engage in battle here. Okay, I can't get through that, that's good. Now these guys are kind of just here now. I'm going to assume it's something to do with supply. In which case it'd be really good to do that if I can destroy them in that way. But we'll see, I guess we'll find out. Too expensive, damn it. I really should have positioned these guys better. But I have at least some high mobility units here. Is it worth doing? That's a question. So what am I gaining there? Not really much. I don't think I'm gaining anything. 32. Just have these units join afterwards. Okay, so this time it's going to engage. But But it may not have a way to retreat from this, and then that might just get stacked, wiped, or it may just have low morale. Honestly, not sure on that one. Could I have another army move up there? That'd be a question. And like hit the city as well. But we've got enough forces to make things happen. This is where I wish I had my VDV. Yeah, these guys need to be recovered. But I can get them out of here, then they can be recovered. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. I do need that road there. Maybe I should have gone to Hinterland, and I don't know. It's one of those. It's I kind of threw them out there. They are vital units, but it is one of those. I don't know. Do I want to go ahead and hit him here is a question. I don't have the advantage. But can I engineer a situation where I have a very strong force? There's no army here, but there's army here. Right. But maybe we organize everything else and then we do that, because otherwise I may bugger myself. What I probably want to go ahead and do then is like deploy motor Schutzen. They can be like, or motor Stroke, whatever, motor Schutzen, that's it. And then they can start hitting these areas perhaps. In fairness, I do have these mobiles. Maybe I do have them moved out this way, because these are good forces, these are strong forces. Well, not strong, but they're weak in terms of that, but they have like the ability to put up a fight. They're special forces, basically. I'll just road that heads that way, that's great. So 2.5 that way. But it can't get extra stack. It's an interesting one, really. We'll take a look down here, and then I'll probably finish the stream off over this way, really. Alright, let's see. Gonna need the Czech army. Engineers. Okay. Good, I can get quite a few armors in here. I don't know if this is against the spirit of the game, but if I'm concentrating, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know if it feels... I'll have to see what people think about that, really. What I'm going to do then is place these guys in here. I need Vienna. And I'm willing to concentrate everything at Vienna. Oh, okay. Oh, they're really good. It's another engineering unit. Hell yeah. How much is this? 25. I think I can get a pretty strong stack in there. So basically I can get 35 in there. So 65, 65. That's 28, 26 though. Right, so can get more in there, but that's a very strong Soviet force in there. 4-4, that's a good strong force. To be honest, maybe more air defense in there to try and take out these assets. That's 81. I need more strength though. But maybe more anti-air would be a good idea. These morale 1. These Hungarians though have higher morale actually. Hmm. 4-4. We should have, obviously, the leader bonus, so that's good at least. So I can get 6 in there. Maybe support assets might be better then. Yeah, I don't have that much artillery in there. Maybe I'd try and just get more artillery in. Soviet doctrine really relies on it after all. That gives me 5. I can get 6 in there. That's 4. These guys are interesting. Stats aren't that high, but I can get quite a few of them in there. Now I'm going to stick to my guns on it. I figure it is better to have a force that's better supported. There's 2 engineer units in there. There's another engineer unit. We'll have the SPAA, the ZSU there, or it might be a Tunguska, I can't quite tell. Looks like a Tunguska, but then we'll have a second. Yeah, I'm going to go with that then, get more artillery in there. So if I look at that then, yeah, so that's a lot of concentrated there to get a lot in there. That's 91. It's not the strongest stack, but it's a strong stack. But we have there 3 AA units. There's at least a reconnaissance unit now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artillery units there. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. Okay. So that gives us ample artillery. It gives us reconnaissance. We've got more AA capabilities, so should be able to win that. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Who knows? I forgot about these guys. There are not many over here, so I think I'll have the checks engaged here. AA is a bit of a problem, I must admit. But I will have defense at least, so it's one of those. So I still have to wait for the unit to get there. What I'm trying to do is just mass the border guards in places where I don't have the army, and then at least I do have some defense in the mountains. I see 17. I need to win the battle here, otherwise it's going to be problematic for Austria. For Hungary, I should say. The Czechs are going to suck ass, I can feel it. Well, we'll see what happens at Vienna, but I've concentrated more or less everything I can get down here for that fight. I have some good Soviet forces there, at least. Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, maybe have I committed to that? It wouldn't be the worst thing I could do. I could use the Germans just to make sure I hold this area, perhaps. And I do have another army here, so it may just be the case that we hold them on the flank here, then push deeper into the interior. And then at least I've got like a pretty big push this way, So maybe that is what we want to go for. But there's a lot to do, so we'll leave that off until next stream, really, but we are making progress. But at least we've gained a couple of victory points here for free, so that's going to at least sap him of victory points, gain us some victory points, which is good. We need those. And it's going to have to... He's going to have to be like, oh, okay, well, I need to respect the fact... I need to respect the hustle. I'm going to have my assets deployed differently. But I'm hoping we did enough damage to the air power. But yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what happens here. Engage in there. Let's see. What have I got here? 27, okay. That's a really awesome artillery unit. Go put them in the fight. I should have thought about that before moving them. I didn't really actually intend to move them, but you know. These Mashkalovkas are going to have shifted south or something. I really want to use them to have a little bit of fun. But if I can have them just soak up attacks, that'd be amazing. I have a smaller force just like hold out when it has no business to hold out. Okay, that'd be hilarious. See, these forces could make it over here, which is actually really powerful. And there's a lot of Soviet forces moving up this way, a lot of artillery. And I got my guys over here who can go pretty far now. I mean, I could go a number of different ways. Kind of wish I'd just like go and figure out the path, but I'll figure that one out. Alright, so, looking interesting. We've got some strong units. I think we're going to go ahead and do this, have the East Germans probably... I don't want to push anywhere where I don't have air support for the most part, but these areas are not that strong. He's got about 4 turns... No, he's got about 2 more turns after this turn of having the additional combat factors for defense, so... We'll see about that. I'm not that eager to throw myself into a brick wall. Where were I? Yeah, there you go. So in accordance with West German policy, NATO adopts for defense strategy for 4 turns. All NATO units within 2 regions at inner German border. Gain +1 CF. Right, okay, so it's not got as much. Ah, damn it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, but it's got that one there across the board. But I do have cards here. Yeah, like having these guys is really good. Able support. Interesting. Austrian, Belgian, Danish, or French units, okay. Yeah, like armor here. I've never seen that one. I've never actually used that one, but that could be useful. So maybe I can play some cards to win the battle. And if I win that battle, then that puts me in a pretty interesting spot. Like, well, he'll have to respond to it. But it maybe gives me another way. But I don't know. It's one of those. Like, we'll have to really think about that. I need to make sure I have the East Germans solidly push in this area, or solidly hold in the area. I don't really want to push on them yet. But we'll see. Got the Poles over here. 16. Good news is I can actually engage here. So I may have Soviet forces go over this way, but frankly, I'm interested in having the Soviets push this way and maybe like have the Poles push up that way. I don't have the Poles in a position to follow up, I only have the Polish armies here. So really it is mostly the Soviets going to have to push that there. But we'll leave that off for next time. I don't know how long this episode is, but when I've got the engineer unit I need to move out too, so that's cool. I also need to hide these guys because he's going to try and strike at them. Pray for Vienna, basically. Pray for Vienna. But at least there's Soviet units in there, so we have the morale. I've got air support, I've got artillery support, so let's hope it's enough, so we'll see. These guys are really good, so we'll have to figure out where we want to push here. I think I want to engage against... These guys are level +1 actually, which is a problem because they're like on the border there. But I want to engage against them. The Americans here are going to be very tough. But I do have forces following up behind, so if he does try to get jiggy, I'm going to hopefully be on the defensive. But again, these guys are going to suffer from air, so it's a difficult question, really. Yeah, difficult question. Arguably, it could be worth engaging the US head-on, but I don't think it's going to go my way. So I want to pick off the US that I can. But these guys, in theory, wouldn't receive the other additional. These are next to the German border, these guys aren't. Like 1, 2, this isn't. So maybe this would be the one to attack. It's about the same there, really. In theory, I could mass their armies and have them hit here, but it does leave me weak elsewhere because then these guys suffer morale-wise. It's okay over here at Austria because there's not that much. It's a very narrow front, but again, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching there, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. There'll be a lot more to come. A second play by email will be starting at some point in the near future too, so thank you for watching. If you guys have enjoyed it, please do follow me here on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. That'd be great. Until next time, thank you. Zaijian, au revoir, Bye. I don't know how Americans say it. I don't know how Canadians say it. Goodbye. See you next time. See you later, guys. Take care.